All right, so let's go back to that situation in the Crimea. It's an autonomous republic which elects its own parliament. The region is connected to Ukraine in the north and Russia to the east. Nearly 60% of the population are Russians. 24% are ethnic Ukrainians and 12% are Tatars, a Muslim group who used to be a majority until they were deported from Crimea by the Soviet leader Joseph Stalin. The peninsula has been home to Russia's Black Sea Fleet for 230 years. The strategic base in Sevastopol gives Moscow better access to the Middle East and the Balkans. In fact, Crimea used to be part of Russia. It was given to Ukraine as a goodwill gesture in 1954 when they were both part of the Soviet Union. Well, we've been talking about Crimea, the parliament there, and the Crimea being an autonomous region of Ukraine, the parliament there has voted to join Russia. They're going to hold a referendum to let people have their say on March the 16th. Now, crowds protesting outside the building are largely pro-Russia, but they're not the only ones with views to be heard. Malone reports.
A woman who joined protest outside Crimea's parliament is dragged away. She's a member of the female exhibitionist protest movement Femin and was trying to express an anti-Russian view. The majority of people protesting here are holding up Russian flags. Their posters and slogans are against what they see as involvement by the British, US and EU in what's happening in the Ukrainian capital Kiev. They say they support a vote by members of parliament in Crimea to join Russia.
We decided to set a referendum for the whole of Crimea, including Sevastopol, for 16 March 2014. The following alternative questions will be put on the referendum. First, do you vote for the reunion of Crimea with the Russian Federation as a subject of the Russian Federation? Second, do you vote for the restoration of the 1992 Constitution and for Crimea to be part of Ukraine?
The vote for the referendum passed with 78 in favour and 8 abstentions. But only days ago the parliament was seized by armed men. The regional government was sacked and replaced with a pro-Russian leader. 60% of people in Crimea are ethnically Russian, but varying views do exist. Earlier, a student wrapped in a Ukrainian flag was harassed as she tried to speak to the media.
I'm for Crimea to be with Ukraine. I don't want to join criminal Russia. People, watch television, tell everyone about the real situation here.
While others who live in the Crimean capital Simferopol just want to make sure there is no violence.
The military units can stay outside and make sure there is peace outside. The thing that I don't understand is why they are messing with the military units. I want to call all people to support peace without war, without any provocations, to be just for peace. Crimea is for peace.
He's seen how Russian forces effectively seized the city last week. And like some other people in the Crimean region, he's not in favour of a forceful push towards Russia. Malone, Al Jazeera.